EX?
Yeah, EX, first word, and PARTE. Alright, so other people they did ex parte. You got, Supreme and them people who just straight got kidnapped. You know, you're like, we're not even hearing none of this stuff. Bailiff, and they point at people and get them removed.
Ex parte.
Right? Yeah.
On one side only, by or for one party. Done for, in behalf of, or on the application of one party only. A judicial proceeding, order, injunction, etc. is said to be ex parte when it is taken or granted at the instance and for the benefit of one party only, and without notice to or contestation by any person adversely interested. Janine versus Logan, 209 KY. I guess it's a case law.
So,
Okay.
on one side only, one party only. So that means that when you go into the tribunal, you're going to go into the tribunal, they're going to remove you, right? Under the guise of, well, if you're not the name on the, what are you doing here?
Right.
This is why we utilize special appearance and ex parte,
Okay.
right? This
So
is
I
why we
can
started,
Explanation, sorry.
ex relation, I mean.
Okay, yeah.
This is why we utilize ex relation.
Right.
Because once we say Kudro Adwa El ex relation straw name,
Right.
they can't do this. They can't ex parte
Okay.
because
Sorry, I'll look up explanation.
they can't ex parte if you're going ex relation.
Okay.
Because you're saying that you have something to do with that name that they're saying they're going after.
Yeah.
But you're not it.
Right.
You just have information relative to that name.
Would you say you're representing it?
No.
Never?
No.
Never
Yeah.
representing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? You're authorized representative.
Okay. Representative.
You're
but not
authorized representative.
Okay.
But you're not representing.
Mm-hmm.
Your ex relation. Executor too.
Yeah,
Your executor. You're the
Office
executor.
of the executor.
You're the office of the executor for that quote unquote account, if you want to go that far.
Are you there by special appearance as well? No?
Yeah, on top
of
of it, you're there as special appearance.
Yeah, 'cause
So
that's
that's
why-
what's gonna separate you, the living entity, from the corporate entity, that you're making a special appearance. Now, another thing that Grand Chief Nature spoke about is when you set up the court date and you go into the court,
Mm-hmm.
request an in-chambers hearing,
Right away.
right? And the reason that you request an in-chambers hearing is so that you can deal with the judge on a one-away
Okay.
to let them know what your status is.
Okay.
So I'll do ex-relation as well, because you had asked.
Yeah.
So ex-relation, upon relation or information. Legal proceedings which are instituted by the Attorney General or other proper person. Well, let me just explain. When it says other proper person, when you put in your particular writs or in your particular claim of rights, you're
Right.
in propria persona,
Correct.
right? So that's why it says or other person. In the name and behalf of the state, but on the information at the instigation of an individual who has a private interest in the matter. You have a private interest in the matter that's at hand at the moment. That's why you're ex-relation in the particular matter, the particular entity that they're speaking of.
Right.
You're not that.
You're not that.
You're not that.
Right, so when they do the thing of, just state your name for the record.
Right.
I am Kudro Adwa El ex relation, that name that they have on their paper.
Right.
And you state me.
True.
And then they'll do whatever it is that they're gonna do after. What do you mean, what's ex relation mean? Oh, it's not my job to teach you the law or whatever. I'm just letting you know, I'm here making a special appearance, sent my paperwork in to the prosecutor, judge, you should have a copy. court clerk should have a copy. And then stand mute. Yeah, and then remember too that the only thing that you're arguing is what you sent in there.
Right.
So nothing else matters.
So, and they
If
can't.
you didn't put it in your papers, if you didn't put it in your package that you sent to them,
Yeah.
nothing to talk about. Don't even be bringing nothing up. That's not in your package. That's not in your writ. This is why the ritual of, before you send your writ and after you send your writ, that you keep reading your writ.
So you know.
Don't get caught up in studying outside of the writ. Because then those things are going to come with you when you go to court.
Okay.
And if those things aren't in the writ, then that's hearsay. It's not evidence. And hearsay is inadmissible. And as soon as you bring up hearsay, that's not, you know what I mean?
Right.
In front of them,
Yeah.
then
Cancel.
they have grounds now
Yeah.
to say whatever it is that they say. Even though, because it's colored, they have grounds, they can say whatever it is that they're gonna say anyways. But our thing is to make sure we do what it is that we're supposed to do. So we're supposed to make sure that the paperwork, whatever paperwork that we're sending in, no motions, only writs, affidavits of fact, are in the court before you get there. Make sure that they're sent to, make sure that they're sent to the presiding judge, who you're probably not gonna have a name for, so you just, address it to the presiding judge,
Yeah.
right, for case number, whatever. Court clerk.
Sorry, well, what you can do is call ahead, find out who the head prosecutor is,
Okay. Okay.
and address it to them. Because they're the ones that are in charge of who gets prosecuted, and they have to know, they have to find out.
Specifically for this paper they gave me, there's no like number. There's no like.
That's fine,
It's yeah.
just,
It
Yeah,
says
the green
to a
one.
person not yet charged with an offense. So
Yeah,
it's
the
called
green one.
Article
What about the green one?
Formula 9. This has a.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that is connected to that.
Okay.
blue.
so
Alright.
find out, even
Right.
though you don't know where you're gonna be going,
Yeah.
do find out who's the head of whatever court.
Right. Right.
Because if they're saying it's the Ontario Court of Justice, okay, well, Ontario's Ontario. So if
Right.
you're in Toronto, if you're in Brampton, Mississauga, whatever,
Specify.
it's Ontario. So have a name on there. If you have a name on there from someone from quote unquote Oshawa, have a name on there. They could say, well, they don't belong in this building. Well, hey, they're head prosecutor. They're part of your team, right? They say, well, they're not here, that's fine. Have a name on there. They have to answer to it. They have to answer to it. You know what I'm saying? Just like the letter, like, was it you I sent the letter to?
I can't remember.
Okay. Email me, ask me for a letter, I'll send you a particular letter that I sent to the courts,
Okay.
and she answered.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because the fact of the matter is, when they say, we haven't received your paperwork, what they're basically saying is, well, who was it addressed to? That could be one of their rationale to not accept it.
Right.
But once there's a name on there, it opens the door for anybody now to say, well, wait a second, let's blame them if anything happens.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
What's that?
Marijuana.
What's that then?
Correct spelling.
Okay, so if they say we're gonna charge you, Dave, that's what you are. But they're saying we're gonna charge you, Dave, because Dave did something wrong or whatever like that.
All right.
What's gonna be the argument?
That's not to me. I'm not. Yeah.
This is what they have on this.
Okay. Incorrect spelling. I didn't even take that in.
So if they're saying they're charging you with this, but they're spelling it like this.
Case dismissed.
But then again, remember, when you got
Color.
stopped, you would put them on notice about your position and all that.
Right.
So this could be their cop-out.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
This could be their, well, just in case, let's just say he really knows something.
Okay. I see.
Let's just say he knows something. Let's just say he's gonna fight this or whatever like that, because, well, not even fight, because it's a summons, so you're gonna go to the tribunal, right? So let's just say he's gonna fight this. Then we should probably protect ourselves, just in case he knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Because in the stop, it's you know,
Either way, type of.
you know, it's emotions running, it's, you know what I mean, whatever, radio's going off, whatever is going on. But for them to not know
Right.
that it's this, but put this, right? Now let's just see,
There's a little
They
key
have
to
a-
look for, you know.
do we even have a thing showing the criminal code charge?
They wrote. I think they wrote CDSA, Controlled Drug Substance Act,
Oh, it's from the act that they're using.
Right, that's
So
what-
then-
that's
so
what-
then again,
which is not law.
still put it, right?
Right.
They're-
Acts, you know,
Right.
acts are for corporate people.
So this could even be an argument,
Right.
misrepresentation, or incompetence or whatever. Because immediately, if it's this, and they put this, and then they're gonna move on this, then that lets you know that they're colored, right? Because it should be correct, and it would be interesting when you go to see if they change these.
Right.
If the court paper has this,
But written like so. It's
but
still, it's-
that's written like this,
Right.
then you're standing on this
Right.
as far as your defense. You're not standing on they corrected it after the fact and all that type of stuff, right? And then it's the same thing with the name part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That, well, you know, that's written in all capital letters. If it's a guy with a license or whatever, well, that's written in all capital letters, but you know what I mean? Like, that's not how the name's written. It's supposed to be, no, you know, the procedure and protocol. Oh, okay, no problem, right? But this is clearly not misspelling, right? So this should get thrown out automatically, right? Automatically it should get thrown out, just because of this.
I noticed also on one document, the straw name and where I domicile is all capsed out, but on this document it's not. They use
Right.
lowercase and stuff.
Because they're not dealing, like, if you're looking at the summons to appear,
Right.
they're gonna have that all caps.
Yeah. But then the property.
Because the summons is going into their jurisdictional
Jurisdiction.
file or whatever like that in order for them to create the case. The other thing, that's just a notice.
That's
Right.
just a notice.
Exactly.
So they're gonna have to write that so that, you know, they can't all caps that. Because that has nothing to do with licenses or nothing like that, it's just a notice,
Right. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden they know you don't all cap stuff
Exactly.
on the notice.
Right.
But then when it's time for a court, whatever like that, or no, now they're doing all caps and they're trying to tell you, you can't even make the argument about why do they have it in all caps. Right? When they're specifically doing that
Right.
so that they can have jurisdiction, so that they can ex parte, so that they can, you know what I mean, do their little kangaroo court, whatever it is that they do to make sure that you don't win. Right? Even though it's not gonna hurt them like that if you win. Because the two other tickets, that's $70. And then that one there, they don't have any
No
they have
price.
no amount or whatever, fine or anything like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, what do we do? Like, what are we here for then? You know what I mean? Because there should be some type of, but again, you know, it's all part of the same game, because the summons to